This is class 3, the third class in our first module. Okay, I still have to share the module with you all. Um, in today's class, we are learning about paid, owned, and earned media, which is one of the key terms that we saw in our previous class. So, and again, as a recap, we are talking about this is digital marketing class. We have compared digital marketing and traditional marketing. We have also learned how the digital have evolved over the years, how it's connected with the industrial revolution, commercialization, globalization. That's what there's humanities, societies, and other subjects that you must have studied in your school. So this is information age. We also call it as digital age. So everything is digital. Information is at the tip of our fingertips. It's right there in the mobile. We have Wikipedia, we have Google. Nowadays we have ChatGPT and other AIs, which are answering machines. So we are doing digital marketing. Last class, we learned about some of the key terms of digital marketing. So today we are discussing paid, owned, and earned media. In short, it's easier to remember poem. So what is poem? So poem is basically P stands for paid, owned, and earned media. So uh, it's like the three distinct types of media channels that's used in digital marketing. Um, so paid, like each of them, they have their own benefits, pros and cons. So essentially, to say in a very layman term, so wherever payment is involved, it's called a paid media. Like if somebody asks you for this one is mostly for media channels. We can also call it like social channels. So social channel can be there are wide variety of social channels, not just Instagram, Facebook. There's Reddit, there's Quora, there's Dribble, there's GitHub, and several others. So for those are niche for different interests, for different specializations. So for in any of the media channels, the media that we pay and ask somebody to create it for us, those are paid media. The ones which we create ourselves, it's owned media, and what others they create for you, like others they are appreciating about you, they are talking about you, they are including your name in their post, maybe photo, maybe video, whatever media type it can be. Okay, in here, let's first ask you one question. What is media? And anyone, please answer me. What is media? And again, there's nothing right or wrong. I just want a discussion between us. What is media? You all are media students, right? You have media in your curriculum, you have media in the subject. Other faculties are teaching you media. Some of you are multimedia students. Okay, I have to get back and then just check. Is it getting two have already left or they got disconnected? Do you have a problem in your internet today? That side? Are you being able to hear my voice? Like, am I audible? Is there any lag?
What? Yes, we are able to hear, but the Wi-Fi keeps on jumping.
Okay, okay. So, would you like to try Nalun Kuma? I would like to hear Nalun Kuma's voice. Are you there on the line? Try defining media. Let's have it more like, what is media? Anybody, what is media? Yes, media. Yes, please, I help with.
Um, Media, it refers like that can be used like in communicating.
Yes, communication is the key term here when we are saying media. Newspaper is a form of media. Is a form of media channel to be more specific. Like, okay, like why I'm asking you questions like this, which is um, not in digital marketing course exactly, but then we are multimedia students, right? Like, you all are multimedia students. Me, I'm a multimedia professional, and then we have to know what we are doing. Once we know the terms, then it's easier to understand the concepts. So media is about communication. So for media types, when we are saying media types, it can be text, it can be graphics, it can be video, it can be audio. So those are different types of media. And when we are saying media channels, so channels are platforms through which we are transferring that media from one place to another. So essentially, it's say Twitter where we are sharing text, podcasts where people are sharing audio, then YouTube where people are sharing video, audio, video. They are also sharing just audio also with like things like that. Okay. Anyways, we'll just go ahead with the class. Maybe they can come back with the recording later. So, POEM stands for paid, owned, and earned media. So, Paid media involves paying for advertising space. So when we are say, I will come back to the assignments that we have. So what the students have. So this billboard, it's a payment that they are doing. So this is a form of paid media. Television ad, this also is a form of paid media. Instagram ad, so sort of all advertisements, all advertisements are form of paid media. So paid media involves paying for advertising space to promote content. Even the ads that we see in newspaper, even those are form of paid media because the company is initiating the process of marketing themselves using the advertising space. There's Google. If we put ads on Google, if we put ads on social media or on any website or blog. Do you have any question, anyone, on this? Okay. So why it's important to classify the media types and call it paid, owned, and earned? Because it helps marketers allocate resources effectively. We can strategize if we name it that way. We can create strategies for business growth. Say it's once when we create an ad of say say let's take an example of a very small thing which is very common in social media. People are selling garments. They are selling dresses, shirts, t-shirts through uh, Instagram, through TikTok, and all those. They will say DM for orders. So that DM for order is like fairly popular, and then it's prevalent in many places. So they can uh, do their promotions. They can do brand awareness when they do advertising. Then they will advertise on Instagram, on social media, and then people will come to know about them. So once enough people have known about them, they will do it through paid media. Once enough people know about them, uh, they will click and then they will come to their Instagram page. When they come to their Instagram page, then they will see their owned media, the media that they own, media that they have created, the reels, the pictures that they have taken of the garments, and other form of media, which is basically a marketing type itself. They're doing it for the reason of marketing. So advertising is bringing in people to their channel, and when they see the owned media, they like the garments, they buy it, they purchase it, and when they purchase it, they click a selfie of it, and then they tag that page. So that when the customers they click selfie, they tag them, that is an earned media. The same concept can be done in corporate level, in uh, enterprise level, where it will be for ads for say big brands like Coca-Cola or like like maybe Nike or some other the big brands. So it is basically if that pipeline is created nicely, that strategy, then we can optimize customer engagement based on the strength and weakness of each media type. So since paid media is created by professionals and there are payment model involved, so it's paid media can be done only sometimes, like campaign and all. So once people come and they come to your channel, then we can have graphics designers in-house, or maybe anybody can create reels. If you're thinking about small scale, then you can do that reel by yourself also. Are we clear here? Let me know if I am going a little bit too big with the terms and all. If you have trouble in understanding or like grasping the concepts, then do let me know. I will try to explain it in as simpler terms as I can. Last time I saw that this question it came in your exam about paid, earned, and owned media. So paid media refers to any marketing efforts that require payment to promote a brand or product. Its primary purpose is to enhance visibility and reach a broader audience quickly. It is often used to drive immediate traffic and conversion. So paid media essentially is advertising. There's a common question also. What is the difference between marketing and advertising? So advertising is everything that involves money. You will be needing to pay for that advertising space, like billboards. Billboards, you will have to rent it, billboard space to put up your ad there. Marketing can be word of mouth marketing. Marketing can be pitching, sales pitch also. So when you are talking about yourself, when you're talking about your own service or your own product, you are marketing yourself. You are placing yourself in the market. So that way, marketing can involve any form of activity, while advertising is only specifically it's where money is involved. So paid media specifically is about advertising. So paid media refers to any marketing efforts or advertising that require payment to promote a brand or product. So types of paid media. Paid media has like some of the common types are pay-per-click advertising. This is where Google and other places they call it. It's called as PPC ads. So the payment model will be dependent on how many people are clicking on your link. The more people they click on your link, the lesser your cost per link per click will be. So that one maybe when we are doing a proper this last class I showed Meta Facebook the advertising page. So there are social media ads we can do on Facebook, we can do on Instagram. Okay, on this, do every one of you do you have a Facebook account? Okay, okay, I thought so. Okay, but are you understanding now what we are talking? We're still discussing paid, earned, and owned media. We are talking about advertising. So it's type of media. Okay. So you all will be needing Facebook accounts. That's why maybe you should install VPN in your system. So your respective faculties will help you with VPN so that you can access Facebook since Facebook is banned in Uganda. And for some of the features that we are discussing, we will need to do it on Facebook so that you are acquainted with it, right? So you can ask your faculties to help you with that to install the VPN. They will guide you through that. So those also some of the students they already know how to use VPN. Like if you are using, um, say, I am using Firefox, then there's an extension space, manage extension, and then we can install. We just go and type VPN, and then there are like lots of VPN. So we will basically need to install one and then try it. Just give me a moment. Okay. Okay, so do you have any question so far from paid media? Again, we are doing paid, owned, and earned media, poem. Media, it means it's synonymous to communication. Like we will have to speak to, um, to market ourselves, to talk about ourselves. If we don't talk, the people would not know. Like in shops, they say what is not seen is not sold. What is seen is sold. That's why we have to display things so that people will see it and then people will buy it. Just like that, we have to talk. So, same thing, media type is like media is where we see, talk, or you know, we make them listen, hear. So, which media can be text, graphics, um, images, videos, audio. Those are types of media, and types of media channels are um, YouTube, social media, Google, newspaper, hoarding, billboard. mm, those are like types of media channels. Even speakers, even like media channel, even me talking to you, you talking to me, even that communication also there's a type of media channel. But then when I am talking to you, I am talking to a class of now it's four, say just three of you, and at maximum will be like maybe Google will allow us to add maybe up to 100 students in the class. So this media channel is limited to 100 people capacity. When we are doing a billboard or a hoarding will have about a billboard or hoarding will have about some maybe thousands, some in 10,000, some in millions, depending on where it's placed. The reach, the impression, how many people are seeing it, and when we are doing in social media, it can, if it goes viral, it can be in millions, it can be in billions, and anybody can do that. If we have to place an ad in a prominent place, then we will have to give a lot of money because this thing is competitive and people are buying that space. But the same thing we can do it on social media at a much lesser cost. And advertising on social media also, it's like uh, very less compared to forms like this. Okay, so and again, social media ads, we are talking types of paid media. So pay per click is one, pay per click advertising. So pay per click is when we are doing, say, we go to ads manager, we go to campaigns, and if you see there's a budget in here. This is in Indian currency, so the budget that was set. This is not. This one was did not. There was another that happened. So we go to view charts. We go to maximum because this is backdated. It already have been published long back. And then we have the amount of link clicks, amount spent, total money, and then this is per link click. So this money is compared to a billboard. This is like almost a 1/100th of it. So maybe we had to give something like 45,000 or something for a billboard ad, and then there would have been printing costs, there would have been other costs, but then in this it's like much cheaper, and even the reach is equivalent. So we have social media ads on platform like Facebook and Instagram. There's also TikTok. There's Twitter, now X, and there are other platforms as well. But display advertising on banner ads, sponsored. Then there are influencer marketing. People that are like uh, doing uh, brand collaborations, and then they are marketing for different uh, this brands and content creators. There's also we go to Jumia. There's also in-app advertisements, in-app ad placements, sponsored products. So to access this, we will have to create a seller account in Jumia. Maybe to create a seller account in Jumia, we'll be needing government licenses, something like that. And then once we have an account in Jumia, then we can publish ads of our store and the product that we are doing. But if we are publishing it on social media, then we do not need anything as such. The only thing is this, that since money is involved, if we can fulfill, then we will be able to create a brand. So the money involved in creating a brand, it's much cheaper than it was in traditional marketing. Benefits of paid media include immediate visibility, just like in here. This is a paid media. We go to the website, then just scrolling a little bit, we get immediately we can see the products. Otherwise, these all products flash sales are what Zumia they decide. The algorithm decides. The algorithm decides this one the company decides. This one the algorithm decides what will come here, and then these all are what the company have made, Zumia have made. The top sellers are by default the top sellers. So who are selling more, they are pitching them more. But sponsored ads is where you are being placed with the top sellers. So this company, this vendor, they might not have sold equivalent to the top sellers, but then still they are placed just underneath them. So sponsored products, they have immediate visibility. It can be targeted to audience reach. We go to here, then we have demographics. We can target. This one was targeted to 18 to 65 plus, but then we can also target to 18 to 25. It's about if it's about garments that only teenagers would like it. And the ability to scale results. We can scale the results when we increase the budget. So this one is very less budget. When we do it more, we have more targeted. We go to platform specific, and then other metrics. We strategize the campaign more nicely and clearly. Then we can we can scale the entire campaign, and that one will bring in better results. However, it can be costly over time, requires ongoing investment because this is paid media, so it's about payment, it involves money. So it can be costly over time because this one is like it goes on a daily budget, and it goes on a pay per click model. So every time people clicks, the amount of money that you will paying will be a little bit more. So we will fund the account, and then the company, say if we are doing the ad on uh, Facebook, on Meta specifically, because Meta is the name of the company. Facebook and Instagram is run by Meta. So Meta will deduct the money directly from the fund that we have. And ads can be ignored by ad blockers. So I have ad blocker installed. So when if I have ad blockers, then that might block some of the ads. So I don't get YouTube ads. I don't get ads in the websites. There are ad placements in different websites. Let's say Times India is a newspaper. So this is a advertisement. It's still sort of loading. I have the ad blocker. Let's see. This is an advertisement. This is from AliExpress. So these are forms of paid media. This is another. This is from Amazon. This one is still loading since I have ad blocker there. So there will be certain issues. This is another. I think no, that's from the website. Okay. Uh, did you understand anybody? Do you have any questions? Okay. Yes, I have one.
Like some people's network is it is still bad, so they can't be able to like ask if they want to or what.
Okay. If it's bad, then maybe they can, if they are still connected, then maybe they can ask it in the in-call messages in here, or if they cannot connect, maybe they can ask on WhatsApp also. Yeah, if they want, they can ask on WhatsApp also. We can do it. I'm also recording this session, so I will upload it on YouTube. So I last class also I did, but then I forgot about the microphone thing. So this class I also have the microphone, so everyone will be getting the class this. And even after that, if anybody have any questions, they can ask, or they can just directly go through the PDF that I will be sharing, and from there they can bring out the question, and then we can also discuss on WhatsApp as well. Like instead of reaching me directly on my personal number, it'll be good to do it in the group. So if we do it in the group, then that one also will benefit other students. Okay, so we are going to owned media now. we have seen paid media. Paid media involves money, and it's it's the it's best for immediate visibility. Owned media consists of the channels and content that the brand directly controls. It's on their website, blog, or social media accounts. It's also the email newsletters. So email newsletters are like, say we go to, I don't know, will Microsoft have it or not? But then most companies they do. Okay, let's go to website best developer newsletter. Get the latest news, techniques, and updates straight in your inbox. So this is a form of marketing. So in this form of marketing, what the website they usually do is they provide a place where people can put in their email. There are places where we only need to put our email ID in here, but in this particular website, they are asking for the first name, last name, and also the country, and then they have add me to mailing list. I accept Google terms and conditions and all those. If we go to this is Wix. Wix also will have newsletters. So it's form of a owned media type where people will be getting emails from them, which will talk about what's new in their company. Yes, DT Stylex.
Hello,
Yes, yes, please ask.
hello,
Hello.
man.
Yes, are you hearing my voice? Okay, can you type your thing, whatever you have?
Hello.
Yes, yes. I'm trying to listen to you. Go ahead.
I was asking about the owned media.
Okay. What about it? Do you want to ask anything particular about own media or own media in general?
Uh, which, which yeah, owned media in general, but which apps are used in the owned media?
Uh, own media can be used in social media. Say like if you have a TikTok account, you create your own reel. Suppose you are a graphics designer, you are creating your graphics design reel, maybe work in progress videos, maybe client testimonial videos and all. Okay, we can keep client testimonial aside, but then even if you're creating a media of your own, your portfolios that you create and things like that. So those are form of owned media. You maybe you're publishing it on social media, maybe you have your own website, like that. So those are common forms of owned media. Then even content marketing also is a form of owned media. So basically you are creating content for your own marketing. So that you can publish it on any form of channel, like maybe social media, maybe Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, maybe on Reddit, Quora, um, uh, maybe Dribble. There's also Behance. Behance is a good platform for all designers if you are looking for an account. So Behance is the world's best creators are on Behance. So um, uh, all sort of freelancers they have their account on Behance. So Behance is run by Adobe. So this is a good account where as a designer you should have an account and your portfolio here. So when you're uploading your portfolio on a website like Behance, even that is a form of uh, owned media because you own that media and you do not have to pay anybody for that. You only have to create it yourself. Are you clear? Does that answer your question well? Okay. So there's also email newsletters. This is this basically is we talked about content marketing, right? Like we talked about, say, there was this page where we were looking at web.dave, and then they have a blog. So in blogging is a form of content media. So CSS properties in Chrome Dev Tools. Maybe this one will be, let's go to best graphic designers. Mm, I want graphics designer page. Let's try this. This is Instagram. Come this is Instagram again. Mm, So the future is a company that is run by Chris Du. So I usually follow this guy because he talks about like uh, about design, how to price your services and all those. So see here, it's get free essential reading list. We click on this, and then we get where we have to enter our first name, last name, and email address. So when I do this, say Milan, borrow, I give in my email ID here, and then I say I'm not a robot. Then I go to get my free reading list. So this is a form of email newsletter. Your reading list is on its way to your inbox. If you don't see it in the next few minutes, check your spam folder. Sometimes it goes there. Want immediate access? Click here to make a copy of the reading list now. So this is where they have certain blogs, like this one. They have these blogs. So blogs are, like blogs are articles about that subject matter. This is about websites, so they are talking about CSS, they are talking about coding, about HTML, and all those. So they will have a simple as like how to create websites and all those. Chris Do will have about graphics design, about pricing your services and all those. So with the newsletter, now they have my email ID and then they know that I am interested in graphics design. Either I am a designer or I am a prospective client. That means they have my email ID and I can be a client to them. Like that's how they are doing marketing. And even if I go to blog and I go to their newsletters, newsletter was there in the first page. So they will be sending me uh, content when it's there in the blog. So it's basically like a notification button in on YouTube. So on every page, on most of the videos, you will see hit the bell icon so that you will get notification every time new um, content is there on my YouTube page. So this section and then the newspapers, email newsletters are sort of like that. So these all are form of owned media because the company is creating that media, and to publish it, to send it across, there is no money involved. There's only time, right? So the purpose of owned media is to establish brand authority, to tell people that that brand knows. So if I'm consuming Chris Do's um, uh, uh, concepts, then it means I follow Chris Do and I uh, sort of I accept that he is a knowledgeable person. So the thing is like that. The psychological effect is like that. So that's why we follow. Either we are entertained or we acknowledge that that person knows something. So that's how this email newsletters is to establish brand authority, provide valuable content. Brand can establish their authority only when they are providing valuable content to the audience. They are empowering the audience with knowledge, and since they are empowering the audience with knowledge, they are giving them, like uh, uh, valuable content. That they are teaching them valuable content for free. That's why it fosters long-term engagement. And just like I have done word of mouth marketing for you, maybe some of you, if you remember the name, then maybe later on you also will just look up for Chris Do. It's like sort of like a word of mouth marketing that I'm doing because of his owned media type that he's done, and then it have fostered long term engagement. Like I am engaged with him, but with the content that he is creating for quite some years now. So common type of owned media are brands' official website, landing pages, blogs containing informative articles that we just saw, email lists for newsletters and updates, organic social media profiles where the brand shares updates and interact with followers like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Mostly we are focusing on the social media part because that part is easy and then that part is happening. There are lots of people there and then the reach is maximum in social media, and it's fairly very new. If we see how old is Facebook, Facebook will be like roughly 20 years old. Instagram, 14 years old. TikTok, 8 years old. See, like in just 8 years, how many people use TikTok? 1.5 billion people use TikTok. So the post that you make, if it's interesting, then you can be seen by 1.5 billion people. So even if you're selling something for 1 shilling, if 1.5 billion people have to buy your product for or your service for 1 shilling, and if you can fulfill it, then you'd be like a billionaire in Uganda. So the calculation and the equation, it happens like that. So people are selling things, they are making profit. We multiply it with the number of people who are seeing it and who are buying it. And then there are like psychological things like why analysis basically with data and all. Instagram is used by 2 billion people. Facebook is used by over 3 billion people. YouTube is used by 2.7 billion people. 2.7 billion people monthly logged in users. So it's they use in billion every month. So that's why social media is like the big thing now, and content is the king. That's what they say, where brands share updates and interacts with followers. Benefits and limitations. So owned media include benefits of owned media. It includes cost effectiveness over time, because time is the only thing that you need, and it is cost effective. And since it is there in your page, it will be there in your page. People coming, say you create a content now, and after 1 year also, if the content is relevant, then the content will stay in your page. It will stay in your profile. And even then your owned media, it's still there to talk about you, to put up your brand authority, that you know. Like you can sort of like show off. So even after 1 year, 2 years, even then it will be relevant. Having complete control over content and messaging, because it's yours, so you can do it according to your own pace, your own style, and enhancing brand credibility. Because if you are teaching, if you are empowering people, then you are crediting yourself, and then people will credit your brand, that this brand is knowledgeable, this brand is good. However, it takes time to build an audience, and trust requires continuous content creation, and has a limited reach without proper promotion. So this is one of the type of paid owned earned media. Paid is advertising, where it involves money, it has immediate visibility. Owned media is much cheaper. It cost effective over time, no money involved, only time and skills. But to when we are doing own media, just like all of the videos that we put in our TikTok account, or I'm sure all of you will have your TikTok account, and all of you might have tried, uh, like an influencer or a content marketer, content a creator, to create your own reel, and you have pushed it on social media, but then the likes are not, the views are not like that of an influencer, because they have been doing it for many years, and or maybe users have started, or maybe if you are not doing it that often, like that regularly. And we can also fix it up with we can fuse it up with paid media. We can have owned media, we can do paid media. So run an ad, bring them to your page, and then they will see that you have what pictures you have, what other content that you have in your page. And the third type is earned media. So earned media refers to the visibility and exposure gained through non-paid efforts. primarily resulting from audience engagement and advocacy. Like I am talking about Chris Do. So word of mouth is a form of earned media. So Chris Do have earned it. Uh, for that example, in that example of a garment store, people clicking selfie, they are posting that photo in their own social media account, and they are tagging the shopkeeper, the shop owner, or the brand, the Instagram page of that seller. So that is a form of earned media. Like they have earned it, primarily resulting from audience engagement and advocacy. Like people are, like tagging them. So this form of media serves to build trust and credibility as it is often viewed as more authentic and reliable than paid media. So it's like the reviews. So we go to Google Play, we go to any of the games. Say this is sort of a game which is just for an example, and then we have 8 reviews, 3.6 star. This is a form of earned media. With as simple as a selfie in a client's, a customer's page, tagging the business, that is also a form of earned media, and the reviews that are here. Let's go to something which has 609 503 trailer. Where can I see the? Okay, let's go to Jumia.nz. I hope they have flash sales, top sellers. Let's see this. There's also see there's 4-star 180 verified ratings. So this is a form of earned media. We click here, then we go to the reviews. We know that 100 people have liked it, given it 5 star, 41 4-star, 1 star by 10 people. So this is more credible. We see advertisements. That one is paid media. We know that a company have paid a lot of money for that, and then that may or may not be true. For like toothpaste advertisements, they say that 100% germ removal. For those advertisements where they say that it will clean all of the things, some of them are right, some of them are wrong. So, like that, it can be misleading. But in ratings for that earned media, it's what the company have earned, and um, this particular product, Hiker's 32-inch frameless HD LED TV black. So this product have earned 180 verified ratings. So this is more um credible to customers. Just like when we are about to buy something, we would ask our friends. We make purchasing decisions like that. Types of earned media include organic social media mentions and shares, customer reviews and testimonials, press coverage secured through public relation. So in newspapers, there's the press coverage. Uh, so even that also, but sometimes it can be paid. People they call, but and people they think it's credible. So but that also is a form of public relation, PR effort, and influencer recommendations. Press coverage is like the food reviewers going to restaurants. They are invited by the restaurant. They go and then they put their own thinking, own observation uh, about that restaurant, about the dishes that it's selling, how tasty it is, how good the behavior of the hotel restaurants are things like that. and influencer recommendations that arise naturally rather than through paid sponsorship. And what like me, I'm talking about Chris do without any sponsorship from him. So this is sort of like an earned media. The benefits and limitations. Do you have any questions, anyone, so far? Okay. So the main benefits include that it is the most trusted form of marketing since like reviews, we will trust reviews rather than an advertisement. An advertisement can show that this thing it flies, it has wings, and that it's like we can go inside it, just like Harry Potter, maybe. An advertisement can show anything, but then when we go to the review, then we know that there's also like 1 star from some people who we cannot sort it that way here. But anyways, let's like try to see, which says 3 star. It is not clear. It is not that clear. No place I can hang it. Improve on the background and the connector or TV. So there are reviews. Too light. The screen got broken the same day I got it. It is okay, just that there's no wall hanger in it. The sound is good, even the design as well. So things like that. To get a nice picture, you would need a lots of setting up. The volume is okay. The only disadvantage with the television is hanging it on the wall. Yes. So it is more trusted form of marketing, as it is often seen as genuine by consumers, and the lack of direct cost involved. So there's no cost at all, and there's also no time involved also. So because it's like people who are doing it for you. However, it can be hard to control and predict because of the negative comments here. Depends on providing excellent products or services and can lead to negative exposure in the case of bad reviews and PR crisis. So it can lead to negative exposure in case of bad reviews or PR crisis. So in here, the seller also they cannot give any reply to this comment. So that's what the limitations of earned media is. So uh, these are the three types of media, and then to create a strategy, we use all the media forms, and then we have a funnel basically of how to do it, how we integrate all of the media types. So the first we create our page, say in social media, we fill it up with our content, which is owned media. We don't need money. Once we have enough content in our owned media, then we do paid ads so that people will come uh, to our social media space, to our social media channel, and then they will learn more about us. So this way, it will also help them to, if they like our content, then they will share it. Which one will be earned media, and if they get benefit from it, then they will tag us. So the same thing can be done for any product or services. So integrating paid, owned, and earned media into a cohesive marketing strategy allows brands to leverage the strength of each type. So a campaign can start with paid media to drive traffic to owned media and then encourage earned media through positive customer experiences. Just like in YouTube, in the end, people they say like, share, comment. So it's like that. So this one is a case study. We that one really need this. So to create an effective poem strategy, brands should identify the right mix of media types for their needs, ensure consistency in messaging across all channels. Whatever they're saying, it should be consistent, and regularly measure and optimize performance to drive better results. So you should not like you just post it and then you forget about it. You should post it and then you should, from time to time, you should get back to it and then see if people have commented. See if you need to do replies. Like it's like an ongoing task. So, in summary, understanding and effectively utilizing paid, owned, and earned media is crucial for any marketing strategy. And again, we are talking about marketing strategy, how we will create marketing strategy for companies, for service providers, for product sellers, is we will mix it up. So the best way is to create the content, put it in your content channel, and once you have enough content, you can run a campaign, a paid media, and then pull people to your content, and then encourage them to share and to comment on the content there. By integrating these media types, brands can enhance their visibility, engage their audiences, and ultimately drive growth. Okay, so that's it for today's class. If you have any questions, you can ask.